Malik's life had taken a turn he never expected. Born into a world of uncertainty, orphaned at a young age, he had fought hard to carve out a future for himself. Yet, despite his education, the cruel reality of unemployment weighed heavily on his shoulders. He found himself relegated to the fringes of society, doing odd jobs just to survive. As he washed cars under the scorching sun or hawked bottled water along the busy expressway, Malik's mind often drifted to his days at the University of Delta State. He remembered the dreams he once had, the aspirations that seemed so within reach. Now, they felt like distant memories, taunting him with what could have been. One fateful day, amidst the chaos of his daily struggle, Malik encountered an unexpected sight, a familiar face from his past. Solomon, his former course mate from university, pulled up beside him in a sleek SUV. Malik couldn't help but feel a pang of envy as he took in Solomon's apparent success. "Malik! Is that really you?" Solomon exclaimed, stepping out of his vehicle. Malik hesitated for a moment before recognizing his old friend. "Solomon, it's been a long time," he replied, forcing a smile. "It sure has. What are you doing out here, man?" Solomon asked, concern evident in his voice. Malik shrugged, a sense of resignation settling over him. "Just trying to get by, you know." Solomon studied him for a moment before a determined glint appeared in his eyes. "Listen, Malik, I can't stand seeing you like this. I have an opportunity for you, a way out of this life." Malik raised an eyebrow, intrigued despite himself. "What kind of opportunity?" Solomon leaned in closer, his voice lowered to a conspiratorial whisper. "I'm in the import-export business now, but not the legal kind, if you catch my drift. I need someone I can trust, someone like you, to help me out." Malik's heart pounded in his chest as he processed Solomon's words. "You want me to get involved in crime?" Solomon nodded, his expression serious. "Look, I know it's not ideal, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Trust me, Malik, this could be our ticket to a better life." Malik hesitated, torn between his morals and the allure of easy money. "I don't know, Solomon. What you're asking, it's risky." Solomon reached out, placing a reassuring hand on Malik's shoulder. "I wouldn't ask if I didn't believe in you. Think about it, okay? Meet me tomorrow, same time, same place, and we'll talk more." With that, Solomon climbed back into his SUV and drove off, leaving Malik to wrestle with his thoughts. The following day, Malik found himself sitting across from Solomon once again, the weight of his decision heavy on his mind. "I've been thinking about what you said," Malik began slowly. "And I have questions, concerns." Solomon leaned forward, eager to address Malik's doubts. "I'm listening. What's on your mind? What exactly would I be doing?" Malik asked, his voice tinged with uncertainty. Solomon's lips curved into a knowing smile. "Simple. You'll be a mule, transporting goods from one place to another. Nothing more, nothing less." Malik frowned, his mind racing with the implications of such a role. "And what if I get caught? What then?" Solomon waved away his concerns with a dismissive gesture. "You won't get caught, not if you follow my instructions to the letter. Besides, I'll be there every step of the way to guide you." Despite his misgivings, Malik couldn't deny the allure of the promised payday. With a heavy sigh, he nodded reluctantly. "Okay, I'll do it. But just this once." Solomon's grin widened, satisfaction evident in his eyes. "You won't regret this, Malik. I promise." And so, Malik found himself thrust into a world of crime, his once dormant conscience drowned out by the promise of wealth and security. Over the following days, Solomon took Malik under his wing, teaching him the ins and outs of their illicit trade. From changing his identity to navigating airport security, Malik absorbed every piece of information like a sponge, eager to prove himself worthy of Solomon's trust. Finally, the day of reckoning arrived. Malik stood at the airport, his heart pounding in his chest as he prepared to embark on his first smuggling mission. With Solomon's words echoing in his mind, he pushed aside his fears and adopted an air of confidence as he approached the security checkpoint. To his relief, Malik breezed through the initial screenings without a hitch, his nerves settling as he boarded the plane bound for the United States. For the next 12 hours, he sat in quiet anticipation, the weight of the drugs concealed within him a constant reminder of the stakes at hand. As the plane touched down on American soil, Malik felt a surge of adrenaline coursing through his veins. This was it, the moment of truth. With practiced ease, he navigated the final hurdles of immigration, his stomach churning with a mixture of nerves and excitement. Stepping outside the airport, Malik was greeted by the sight of a waiting car, its driver motioning for him to climb inside. As he settled into the back seat, exhaustion washing over him, Malik allowed himself to relax for the first time since embarking on this perilous journey. But his moment of respite was short-lived. As the car pulled away from the curb, Malik's vision blurred, darkness creeping in at the edges. With a last gasp of consciousness, he succumbed to the overwhelming exhaustion, his body collapsing into the depths of unconsciousness. When Malik finally regained consciousness, he found himself lying on a medical bed in a dimly lit warehouse, the sterile scent of antiseptic filling the air. Confusion clouded his thoughts as he struggled to piece together what had happened. A figure loomed over him, their features obscured by the harsh glare of overhead lights. "You're awake," a voice said, the tone neutral yet tinged with an undercurrent of authority. Malik's gaze flickered towards the source of the voice, his eyes widening in recognition as Solomon stepped into view. What happened?" Malik managed to croak, his throat dry and parched. Solomon's lips curved into a wry smile as he explained, "You passed out from the strain of the journey. We had to pump your stomach to remove the drugs." Realization dawned on Malik as he remembered the cargo he had been tasked with transporting. "And the money?" Solomon nodded, reaching into his pocket to produce a wad of cash. "You earned it, Malik. Consider it payment for a job well done." As Malik counted the bills, disbelief washed over him. Never in his wildest dreams had he imagined himself embroiled in such a dangerous enterprise, yet here he was, a willing participant in a world of deceit and corruption. But as he stared down at the blood-stained bills clutched in his trembling hands, Malik felt a sense of unease settle over him. This was not the life he had envisioned for himself, nor was it one he wished to perpetuate. With a newfound resolve, Malik made a decision to sever ties with Solomon and the criminal underworld he represented. Gathering his strength, he rose from the bed, his movements slow and deliberate as he prepared to leave this dark chapter of his life behind. "Thank you, Solomon," Malik said softly, meeting his former friend's gaze with a steely resolve. "But I can't do this anymore. I'm done." Solomon's expression hardened, a flicker of disappointment flashing in his eyes. "You're making a mistake, Malik. You had the chance to be somebody, to make something of yourself." But Malik shook his head, his resolve unyielding. "I may have lost my way, but I refuse to lose myself in the process. There's more to life than money and power, Solomon. I intend to find out what that is." With that, Malik turned and walked away, leaving behind the life he once knew in search of a brighter tomorrow. Months passed, and Malik found himself in a distant land, far removed from the chaos of his past. In Tanzania, amidst the vast expanse of untamed wilderness, he discovered a sense of peace he had long thought lost. With his newfound wealth, Malik built a modest life for himself, far removed from the temptations of his former existence. He found solace in the simple pleasures of everyday life, embracing each new day with a renewed sense of purpose and determination. And though the shadows of his past still haunted him, Malik refused to let them define him. For in the depths of his soul, he knew that true redemption lay not in the pursuit of riches, but in the pursuit of a life lived with integrity and grace. And so, as the sun set on the horizon, Casting its golden light across the vast African savanna, Malik looked to the future with hope in his heart, knowing that the journey ahead would be long and arduous, but filled with endless possibilities. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, share and comment. See you in our next video.